Hello and welcome. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Thank you so much for the ones who are first stopping by for the first time. This is a channel of planetary research that I've been doing with my own filtering techniques. Look at this. Light sources, all interconnected. The seriousness of this is what I think is going on is that it's too good to be true, I guess, what people are thinking in these videos. Well, these are areas that I go back to all the time. They're always remaining the same, except sometimes there is more smoke or less smoke in these areas, as I am putting together many files of this, of proofs of differences in the surface. But of course, this can only be done through time and accumulating proof and evidence throughout my years of research. We're looking at a beautiful surface on the moon. It's not Earth, it's really the moon. Do you see the complexity in what was built? Structures, anomalies. This is in X-ray vision. We're looking at a surface, guys, that is totally constructed. Now, could the astronauts have landed there for one reason? First, to confirm to NASA that there's no one on the surface living there, and that it's only coming and leaving activity of another species that's going there. Because there are species that have been seen on the moon many years ago. Obviously, probably hundreds of years ago, the lights have been seen, if not thousands. They probably always have been seen. But now, today, with the telescopes that we have, it's just, there's no way around it. It's inevitable that this proof is going to come out. If I'm one person that's doing this filtering, I'm not alone. That's for sure. Maybe I'm the only one that's nuts to expose it, but no, they knew it. NASA knew, and all governments or higher ranking people knew that obviously the minute someone would see this, they would tell the world. It's something that's extraordinary. It's something that's amazing to learn about, and it's something that changes all religions. It changes all ways of thinking entirely. This beautiful surface of the moon is also filled with green colors and purple colors that we see all the time. Basically, all colors of the spectrum. Looking close up, you could see on top of these rock-like objects, other symmetrical objects and rocks. By the way, green helps view the surface, so sometimes I'll use my little filter and I'll be able to actually see structures through the green filter. Purple filters also help our eyes see. It's all due to the way our eyes are hooked up, our DNA, and how the eyes work. Very complex part of our body. Not just the brain, it's pretty complex. The eyes are too. What you are about to see in this video is real. It's material that I vouch for and that I confirm is really virtually on the surface of the moon. It's not pixelated, no matter what anyone wants to think. You can't look at thousands of structures in a city and say they're all pixels. That's stupid. That would be stupid to say. It would be naive and careless to think that way. The surface of the moon is not even hiding the structures. What's hiding the structures are the different wavelengths and the way our eyes are used to seeing certain colors because of their heat intensities, their different values. And listen, we're looking at objects in space. We're not even on Earth. So every factor is different, and we know nothing of anything. So we have to try to decipher through the what's wrong and what's right, and to try to come up with our own decision on what we're seeing. But all I know is that, look, these are structures that are lit up and that are surrounded with smoke and colored smokes, what looks like bridges going to and from and over these massive crevices and canyons. It's a city, guys. But I think maybe that now, and maybe a long time ago too, when they found out that maybe no one was living on the moon, but then again, I doubt it. But maybe, just maybe, no one's living on the moon, and it's sort of like an archaeology site, you know. Um, a different species coming to excavate the entire moon, or it's already been excavated, and now all these pipes and tunnels are hooked up, a natural process mechanism that drains the moon of all that's inside of it, meaning all the minerals, any liquid, but of course, maybe just enough is coming out. It's the overflow, so that this is a continuous process that could be there for thousands of years. You understand what I'm trying to come at? That we're seeing that the other species so far are using everything, are hiding everything, but in a very special way, and that means they're hiding everything naturally. Their crafts look like asteroids. The surface structures look like ejecta, mountain peaks, rocks, boulders, dark shadows. They hide in ridges. Yeah, you really have to take all this into consideration. This is not bullcrap. The 1 year I've been doing this and the research is not bullcrap. And these areas, I've been clarifying them, and it's getting a lot more clear than it was just 6 months ago. I've been doing this for a year and a couple of months, and already there are hundreds, if not thousands, of structures that I've shown on this channel. I use my own material, I use my own work. If ever I use a NASA photo that is Creative Commons, free for the public, and to be used in monetized even videos, which I'm not even monetized. Well, I am on YouTube, sorry, but not on my website. But I don't use other photos. Why? Well, it's because I have my own photos, and I don't want to mix other photos that were edited on other monitors and then start editing that. Yeah, I've done it before out of curiosity to see what was on the surface, but honestly, I find that most of the NASA photos are not very clear and they're not close enough. I can get a lot closer footage. It's not that I can get a lot closer footage, it's what I'm showing publicly. This is what I'm telling you guys. Obviously, I'm not even half as close as NASA, but I am a lot closer than what they are displaying publicly. This is what I'm trying to do, is to show people there's a lot more out there than what they say there is.
Look what we are looking at, my friends. Isn't this amazing? This is an installation on the surface of the moon. And when I say installation, it could be an installed mechanism, pipes, system, because you can imagine many things looking at this. You see all these puffs of smoke? Well, they look very industrial. Either way, you can see colors emanating here, especially there. Different fires, meaning fusion fires, yellow fires like here on Earth, what it seems, but these are gases most likely that are over top of these installations. But look at this massive filtration system, or whatever it may be. You know, when I talk about these areas, I'll say, look at the airport, look at the installation. Of course, I have no proof of this. All I know is that it's something. It's there. We can see it. So we know that there are symmetrical structures. We know that they're not pixels. We know that it's confirmed that they are there because, listen, I took these photos and I'm confirming to the world the moon is inhabited or was inhabited, but there are constructed objects up there. And guys, they're by the thousands, okay? We're not talking about a handful of structures. We're talking about massive, complex installations. These connections that we're looking at here throughout this photo, the entire photo, the size of it, this is inside of a crater so zoomed up, okay? And now, I don't zoom up the same way. I zoom into the photo without zooming up the photo, meaning I don't stretch any of the features, nor do I separate the square pixels that are aligned throughout the entire page, because this is how a photo is made. It's thousands of little squares made up of several pictures in each square. It's amazing when you think of it. Why is it amazing? Because when you understand pixels, you understand how to enlarge a photo without damaging it, without losing the quality of a photo. All these apps that people are using out there, like 3D apps and editing apps for whatever it may be the reason or the filter they have, can be done just by depth of field, by changing the depth of field. I've said a lot this week. I've said a lot about my techniques. I've always told everyone exactly how I do my techniques in different little shots, by little bits of information like this, because it's important what I'm saying. Look, depth of field is the most important thing if you want to do anything in animation, 3D, holographic, on an image, because what an app will do with this photo, it will take it, lie it down, and it will show you an angle on the edges of all the structures, bringing all the structures up. Well, this could be reproduced.
These are the website contributors, the channel contributors. Guys helping me generously, guys and gals, sorry, helping me generously donate to the telescope campaign. Guys, we're at 78%, $7,009 raised. $9,000 is the goal. Today, right now, in 5 minutes, I'm heading to the store, a big, massive store, to look at some big and small telescopes of all kinds, types, and sizes. I'll be back with some great information.